with what I believe is what we see all the time, Larry and I, in our ministry, notable miracles. Well, these are guys here. I'm excited to hear their story myself, but just ordinary people that are having an extraordinary experience with God. And we drove all the way out here. I was doing some shows in Atlanta, and I just wanted to see for myself, who are these guys? Is this for real? So that we could continue to share that it's not about a Bible, it's not about oil, it's about the way maker that is present even in your life today. Do people come out here to try to disprove this, to try to say that you guys are crazy?
When we are crazy.
You are crazy. You're out of your mind, right?
When we first started, the 5 things the Lord told us was to not advertise it, to not market it, to not knock on doors, to not try to convince people of what it is, just to give it away so He could fill it back up. We had a friend of ours who was a chemical engineer. He had it analyzed himself. We didn't know about it. And the analysis came back and it said that it had some of the chemical makeup of mineral oil, or it had some of the characteristics of mineral oil, but the chemical makeup of it, they didn't know what it was. They do know it's not been manufactured, and it's unexplainable. And that's what's happened. We've had people that would just try to put things out there and to disprove it, but there was a chemist we saw in California that was in one of the services, and she just told us, she said, let them disprove it, because in disproving it, they're just proving it. Because when you look at the container, first of all, it's doing what nature said is impossible. It's producing oil. And then the second thing it's doing, it should be tearing that Bible up, but it's actually preserving it. Because there's highlights in there that have been there for 18 years that he put in there that are just as bright as if he put them in this morning. There are things they wrote down with an ink pen that have not run or smeared. We just did the Sid Roth show a week ago, and he talked to one of his people who they bind books and Bibles for a living, $600 a month, and he said the man told him, he said that Bible should be swollen to 4 times its size. Everything should be tore up inside of it, and you shouldn't be able to turn the pages. Well, we can turn the pages on that. You can see the highlights. It actually looks just like it did the day it was in there. And so, I mean, there's nothing to make from it, just give it away.
You know, well, I think that's a miracle, but the bigger miracle is that the same anointing put in the hands of a man should rip up a man too and make him very greedy.
Exactly.
And should tear up a man just like it should tear up that paper. Look at that. That is amazing.
He's showing marks in it that he made 17 years ago that are just amazing.
And the pages can turn.
Well, you can turn them.
But are they?
They're wet, but you have to go real easy with them.
Oh my goodness gracious!
And you individually, you just about can't.
Yeah, because so much
turn
oil.
Them. Yeah, they would
so
tear
this
them.
was your Bible.
Yes.
And
yes.
have you asked yourself? I mean, I'm sure you have. Why me? Why not? Right? Why not?
I have to think about that one.
Yeah.
So,
but you're
point.
just a normal guy.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
You're just a normal guy.
Yep.
In the middle of Dalton, Georgia.
He's doing an interview right now.
Kind of like Peter on the side fishing. That Jesus walks up and said.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know why I started in Psalms 39.
Right.
And after it started, it was in 39 through 63. But I didn't question the Lord on it.
Right.
But I was down praying, and the Lord says 39. And I said, what, Lord, what are you saying? He says 39. And I said, you're going to have to explain it to me, Lord. And he says, 39 represents the 39 stripes I took for healing. And that was it. I didn't need no more explanation. And it wasn't a statement that you read from 39 all the way through 63 where it started. And it wasn't a statement. It was the number all the time. That's what it amounted to. But it's, it is.
See, when it started running, and it went to the end of the Bible, went through the rest of the Old Testament, through the New Testament, went into the back of the Bible, the maps, the concordance, and stopped. When it stopped, then it was back to Genesis 1, and then back to Psalm 39, then began to saturate it. But when it stopped in the back of the Bible at the maps, it formed a heart over the Middle East and over Israel.
Oh my goodness. And this started in 2017? Okay.
27th day of January.
Powerful.
Some of that's right here I put in there 17, 18 years ago. And the ink ain't smeared a bit.
See the handwriting, even the ink is not smeared.
So what is the one thing that your heart's desire is if you were to say, God, I have a one ask of you?
Save the world.
Save the world.
Do what he's doing.
Save the world.
He told us for 17 months, people asked us, why do you think God gave you the Bible? And all we could say is, we don't know. We don't know. He just told us to go. And then one Sunday afternoon, we're getting ready to do a service. And the Lord spoke to us and he said, I'll tell you why I gave you the Bible. He said, man can only represent me. He said, but I'll manifest who I am and what I do. And he said, I gave you the Bible and the oil because it's a manifestation of everything that you think is impossible. And it's a manifestation of everything that you say is unbelievable. And it's a manifestation of every prayer for every person that you've ever given up on.
When I was born, I was diagnosed with a disease called cystic fibrosis. And God radically healed me. That was a disease. I'm 49, so back then, babies usually died by the time they were 2 of cystic fibrosis. It's a disease of the lungs, where your lungs fill up with mucus. And when they took me to the church, my parents were pastors. They laid hands on me, and I'd had pneumonia after pneumonia after pneumonia before they diagnosed me with cystic fibrosis. Instantly, I was healed. And not only did he heal me, but he gave me 5.5 octave singing voice.
Wow.
And so right where the enemy tried to kill me, God had a plan to use me. And isn't that beautiful? Because so many people go to a come in here ministry, but y'all are raising up a go and tell ministry.
That's all it is.
That's why you're giving the oil out, which is exactly what Jesus did by sending the Holy Spirit. He said, this isn't about me. I'm going to send you the
church
oil.
is leaving the building.
The church is leaving the building. I just love it. That is the entire, in fact, these 2 shows I did yesterday, that entire message of being unleashed and anointed for business means you're unleashed from your traditions and you are anointed to do kingdom business on behalf of the Father.
It's happening in the marketplace, and in the hospitals, and in the schools, and in the homes.
And the bathroom stalls.
Bathroom stalls. And it's mothers praying for children, and children praying for parents, and grandchildren praying for grandparents, and God doing things that we're used to taking them to big healing services. Now he's doing it in the bathroom stall, and in the home, and in the school, and in the marketplace, and it's all out in the street. And so the church is leaving the